coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. You know I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the support. Today, man, we gonna do an interview with my man, Mr. Charlie Global himself. My man just did 15 strong. Been out probably about 9 months, man. He done went from the chain gang to the YouTube businessman, and he making noise out there. He came across my radar. People was talking about him, man. He reached out to me. I looked at his content. I see out here trying to get to it, doing some positive things. And y'all know I'm always with feed the positive, starve the negative. So today, man, we're going to chop it up with Mr. Charlie Global over there looking super fly. What up, champ? Man, I can't call it, man. They told me that I was the best dressed dude in YouTube, man. I see you bugging for my title, champ.
No, man, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, man, you looking dapper over there, champ.
Yeah, man.
Life is better on this side, ain't it?
Yeah, man. It feels great, boy. It feels great.
I already know, man. 9 months, first of all, man. Congratulations, man, on your liberation. Tell the people, man, where you from, man.
I'm from Moultrie, Georgia, Southwest Georgia, about an hour and a half from Tallahassee.
Hour and a half from Tallahassee. Where the accent come from, champ?
Man, it just, I done lived all over the South, so it just come from that dirty South, man,
Dirty South. That's what's up, man. When you so you grew up in that part of town all your life. You ain't never lived nowhere else.
Well, yeah, I actually lived a couple I was living in Moultrie, Georgia. That's where I was born, and then we went to Carolina for a second. We went to Florida. You know what I'm saying? I bounced around because my aunt raised me. You know what I'm saying? So we bounced around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where it come from.
That's where it come from. Okay. So, how was growing up for you, man? You an only child. You know what the business is. Tell everybody, what your dynamics of growing up, man. Because a lot of people want to know, how we grew up, man, and ended up in the situations that we ended up in. I know, but what's your story?
Yeah, okay. So my mom had 5 kids. You know what I'm saying, and she ended up going to prison. You know what I'm saying, doing some time. So my aunt, me and my brother, to keep us from going into the system, she adopted us. She couldn't have kids, and my sisters, they went with their dads. You know what I'm saying. So I grew up raised by my aunt. You know what I'm saying. So me and my brother ended up passing away in '97. Our house caught on fire. You know what I'm saying.
My condolences.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. And after bro passed, it's like I was 9 years old at the time. It like that changed me. Like I was a different person after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, growing up, you know what I'm saying, we started out in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, projects, you know what I'm saying, in the heart of the hood, you know what I'm saying. And then my aunt got married and we moved to Albany, Georgia when I was in middle school, you know what I'm saying. And that's when it really, cause Albany is a bigger city than my town, Moultrie, Georgia. So it was a little faster, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, man, I was getting into fights, and you know what I'm saying. You know how that go. You from another town, move to another town. You know how it go. We in middle school, we bad hell. So yeah, man. Cause when I moved to Albany, they were like, "Oh, where you say you from?" I'm like, "I'm from Moultrie, man." You know what I'm saying? I'm standing on that. You feel me? Hey, so you know how that type of stuff go. But yeah, yeah, I was terrible growing up. Like I don't know, like I was bad as hell. Like I stayed getting in trouble. So, and my aunt used to tell me, she would say this all the time. I might be dead and gone, but you gonna wish you had to listen to me. She would say this all the time. So soon as I caught the case to doing the 15 years, it's like I could still hear her voice saying that. I might be dead and gone, but you gonna wish you had to listen to me.
Yeah,
And
and they always be telling the truth, man. We just don't listen, man. My mom used to tell me the same thing, man. She called me, wake me up, man. What are you doing? I said, "Man,
yeah,
I ain't doing nothing." But they know they got that instinct, man, and they know we don't listen to them, man, when we young, man, because we think that they don't know what they're talking about. But the irony is, man, they didn't already live life, man, and we just learning life. So they definitely be knowing what they talking about, man. We just need to take heed to that, man. So so you ended up getting in trouble, man. And was that your first time getting locked up?
yeah. When I was 17, that was my first time, you know what I'm saying, being locked down for a period of time. You know what I'm saying? The other times it was just I was in there but a few hours, bond right out. You know what I'm saying? But
What? How long you was in there at 17?
I was in there for 5 months.
5 months. That ain't change your perspective of being locked up. It ain't shake you up. It ain't like make you feel like you don't want to be up in this type of environment.
Man, actually, when I went to the county jail for them burglaries, it was an old school cat in there named Bodacious. And Bodacious, he was one of them old school dudes who could sing. Like he stayed singing and stuff.
Right.
But I had done got cool with him or whatever, and he say, what you gonna do when you get out? I was like, man, I don't know. I'm probably gonna go grab me a bag and trap that thing out. So he was like, see, you coming back. I was like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? At the time, I'm so naive. I'm thinking he holding his nuts on me. He like, hey, you coming back. I was like, bro,
Right.
why you say that? He say, cause you don't know what you want to do when you get out there. So with that being said, you gonna come back. And man, I got out, you know what I'm saying? In and out, sliding through the county jail, but wasn't staying in there long, like suspended lives and stuff like that. So my grandmama told me, she was like, boy, you need to get out the street, but for real now, because she was like, when them folk get you, they gonna get you for a long time now, I'm telling you. So I end up catching the case, you know what I'm saying, the armed robbery, aggravated assault that got me to 15 years. And yeah, as soon as I talked to my grandma, once I got to a facility and was able to use the phone, she was like, what I told you? What I
Mm.
told you? So I had all the warning signs, all the, you know what I'm saying? But I honestly felt like after doing the time, it was a part of my destiny. Like it's something that just happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at it as as a loss no more. I look at it as a lesson learned. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you go to prison. How old were you when you go to prison?
I was 20.
20 years old, as was I. So your first time in prison in Georgia. What was that experience like, man? What was you feeling? What was going through your head, knowing that you knew was that your sentence, 15 years?
I had a split, you know what I'm saying? Because in my case, they had all the evidence. They had the money, the gun, the eyewitness, all that. So my lawyer was like, boy, we can't go to trial. And they had already came with 2 pleas, you know what I'm saying? And they were football numbers. So, I turned
Yeah,
them down. So he told me, he said, I'm gonna go in here one more time, man. He said, if we don't take this, we gotta go to trial and you know what you facing. So he go in there, he staying there by 2 hours, seeing like he come up out of there. He was like, hey man, did the best I could do. He say, you can see a little daylight. I'm saying, so he like, they talking about 30 do. I was like, hold up, 30. He was like, just chill, just chill. He was like 30, serve 15, 15 in, 15 on probation. I was like, oh, where I signed that, run it, because I know if I
right,
go to trial, it over with. So
right.
I'm like, man, I'm 20. I'll be 35. I still be sauced up. Okay, come on with it. Let ride.
Yeah.
Let ride.
But in your mind, though, thinking about 20, you 20 years old, I'm going by my frame, man. You saying 35, I'll be 35 when I get out. So that won't like by the time you hit the yard, the jail, I mean prison, you get in there, you get processed in, and you in there and you seeing how prison is in your mind. What's your mind frame like? I gotta do 15 years of this,
Yeah.
or how was the prison?
Okay. So we leave. They tell me to pack it up at the county jail. I'm going to prison. So I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna lie. I caught a chill. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, here it is. Here it is. Cause it had done sunk in my mind. I had done started to block the free world out, because in my head I'm like, ain't no need to keep sweating the free world, but you got to ride. So
Right.
I would get my mind right. So as we on the bus going to Jackson State Prison on the diagnostics, I'm talking to myself on the bus. I'm like, man, I can't be the same going in here. I can't be the same when I come out. You know what I'm saying? So I had to train my mind. So once we get to the facility, we get there, man. I swear I felt like a slave.
What you say?
I say, when we get to the facility, I felt, cause I done seen them slave movies. So I felt
Right.
like a slave, cause when they get them off the boat, they shave their head, they spray them down, rub this stuff on. They did the same thing in there. We got off the
Right.
bus, they made us strip, they shaved our heads. We had to get in the shower. They sprayed some type of chemical. I don't know what it was. They
Lie.
sprayed. Yeah, they spread. So, and I'm thinking about, I'm like, man, this real slavery stuff right here going on. So I'm really blowed. You know what I'm saying? And then we went through the process of the classification and things of that nature. And my mind was like, whoa, this what it is. This what they were talking about. I'm like, man, this what people were glorifying in the streets, in the hood. Like, how people get out and be like, man, I just went to prison. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at it like, man, this what y'all were talking about? I'm like,
Yeah.
I was blowed.
Yeah, when I went in, they was doing the same thing, even way back then in the 80s, right? Especially like in receiving, that was crazy. The only thing they didn't do was the shady head part, but they did all that shower, give the lie, all this stuff on you. And I felt the same way, man. I'm like, man, this is crazy. So that's like an eye opener, man, and you realize, look, I'm in here now. You know what I'm saying? So boom, when you get in, how is the environment? What was your first, impact thoughts of, walking into prison? Like, I'm here, I gotta do 15 years.
Okay, so after classification, they assigned us our dorms. So they told me I was going to A house. So a couple dudes that was on the bus with me, whatever, you know what I mean? Other guy that was around, they were like, "Oh boy, you going to A house, boy, that thing turned, boy, but it going down up in there, you know what I'm saying?" So my mind was like, "Oh man, I don't know what finna go on, but I don't think I know I ain't going out bad."
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so
yeah.
they I get in the dorm. My cellmate was a dude named Polo. So Polo was all right, you know what I'm saying? But the way the prison facility was made, like some 1950 type. It's got the bars and the window bust out, cold air coming in there. The toilets got mold on them, like it was crazy. So it took some time to just sink in my head, like, okay, this what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I just I really just went with the flow of things and stayed observing and kept my mouth closed and mind my business. I say, this how I gotta rock out.
Had Polo been locked up a minute, or was he like green or new to, or was he an old time?
He was a like a year or two older than me. That was his second time coming to prison when I met him, because he was in the diagnostic dorm with me, but his first bid he hadn't did that long. He did like 2 years, 18 months, something like that. But he had done came right back. So yeah.
Mm. So, so what's the name of the prison that you was in at this time? The one you in? You in receiving? What was that? What was that called?
Jackson State Prison.
Jackson State Prison. So, did you end up staying there for a minute, or that was your transition to go to another prison?
Yeah, that was the classification. I stayed there 28 days.
Okay. And where you laying after that?
Macon State Prison.
Macon State Prison.
Yeah.
I got an auntie in Macon, Georgia. Shout out to my auntie, man. So you hit this joint now. You'd have been there for a month receiving. Then you go in this joint. Is it any different, or is it about the same, or what?
Nah, it was different because it was more freedom. And when you in diagnostic, they just got you on lockdown. You just only time you move is when you going to medical, going to counseling, to you know what I'm saying, do paperwork and things of that nature. Outside of that, only way you came out your cell, your range had to win inspection, and they'll if your range win inspection, they'll roll a TV out there, let you watch a game or something. But
Yeah.
I had done got junted out early in the I was seeing dudes hit they latch, hit they lock some type of way, and they was popping out they cell. I'm like, man, I gotta learn how to do that, but
Right.
do it that. So yeah.
So your first year, do you think you learned a lot in your first year? Did you settle in, or did you figure out, like, you know what I'm saying, what type of life, using that first year, what type of life that you get ready to live? What was your mindset after that first year? And did you encounter any type of tomfoolery within your first year?
Yeah. So after my first year, the lane I picked was the get money lane, because I had seen, like, as soon as I got to Macon State, my first bunkmate, he had a cell phone. So when I seen him with that, I'm like, man, how I get me one of them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he got me to hook up. I ended up getting me a phone. So once I got that phone in my hand, it was a different vibe. Like, okay,
The first year you got a phone?
yeah, yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. They had the flip joints back then.
Look at old Charlie Globe. You up in the
Yeah,
pen right there.
yeah. I was in the pen right there.
Oh, yeah, look at you. You flossing up in there. You got the
Yeah,
necklace on. You got the frames on. You got the phone up in the pen.
yeah.
So that's crazy. What year was this?
That picture right there was like 2019.
No, I'm talking about, like, what year was your first year in the prison where
Oh,
you
my first year in prison was 2009.
2009? That's
Yeah,
crazy, man. That shows you how much time changed, because, like I say, man, I went in the penitentiary 87, so I didn't even find out about a cell phone till 2000 and I want to say, yeah, like 2003. I ain't
yeah,
know. Only thing I knew about a cell phone was seeing them on TV.
yeah,
I've been in prison since 87, so you go straight in your first year, you get introduced to the phone. So did that carry on? Did you have that phone fetish for your whole bit? Because that phone opened up so much,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Once I got that first phone in my hand, I knew, I'm like, man, I got to keep one. But you know what I'm saying? For the majority of my bid, I had a phone. The times I didn't have a phone was probably because I was at a camp where the contraband level was low. It was super hard to get, but I'm finna if it like that, I'm finna finesse my way up out this prison right here. I'm finna make a transfer me somewhere else. Yeah.
What's the penalty? What was the penalty up in Georgia for getting caught with a phone?
Oh man, it's a system. They gonna let you get it in. Cause get what? When we come shake down, everybody got a phone. That's $100.
They just charging y'all $100.
Yeah, $100, and you go on lockdown. But depending at some prisons you go to, you know what I'm saying, they'll just take them from you. Don't even lock you down. But then you got some prisons that, because there's so many of them. So I think Georgia's #1 in the United States on cell phones and behind the wall.
Bruh, you get caught with that phone in VA. If you, like you said, you got 15 years, they taking you to court. They try to put 3 more years on your sentence. They gonna shut the compound down. They gonna go do a major shakedown. Everything, man. They do not play with them phones in VA, because that's like the #1, you know what I'm saying, security breach, because they don't want you to be sending them videos out there the street, what's going on in there. So when they find them Jones in VA, man, that's World War III. Y'all getting $100 fine. If they had that in VA, everybody had a phone, man.
Man, they know if he got this phone, he gonna get another one. We gonna catch him with that one, the Honda. Before you know it, man, I know I done paid them folks a couple $1,000s, bro, just off phones, bro. And then your write-ups, every write-up is $4. Whether you get convicted or not, $4.
Yeah, they done monetize that thing all the way down to the wire, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. So, what's the what? was that system violent? Did they have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of Bethlehem playing there, a lot of violence, man? You know, dudes
Oh
pushing that
yeah,
steel.
yeah, most definitely. Like, and what make Georgia prison system so dangerous? Ain't no officers. If you get into some, you in it because ain't no officers. Like sometimes you might have 6 officers running the whole prison, bro. I just
What?
love I just love Ware State Prison on a Saturday night, bro. Real talk, man. It might be at the most 8 officers running the
On the
prison.
whole compound.
Yeah, and when they come through and count, they be together. It be all the officers. The only one they ain't with them is probably the one in main control and maybe one other little runaround officer. Other than that, they come around count. That's the only time you see them.
Man. So
Like,
did you ever see what's the most violent thing you seen while you was in there?
man, it's hard to say the most because I seen so many situations, but one of them that was traumatic, I seen a dude run out the dorm. You know what I'm saying? A dude ran behind him. So he caught up to him and he had a long rod, you know what I'm saying, with a real sharp point on it. And he caught him and he grabbed around his neck and he was hitting him in his chest. He was just hitting him. And the officer was standing there froze. It was a young dude who had just started working. He didn't know what to do. So dude he stuck the rod all the way in and pulled it back out, and dude fell on the ground. He's standing there, he reaching for the officer like this, but the officer stuck. He don't know what to do. And you just see the life go out of dude. He just, oh yeah. I'm like, whoa, oh yeah.
And what how did that make you feel? Because usually, like I say, when dudes see that, it's usually a reality check to them to let them know, okay, this is what I'm working with. This is how they moving in here. And when you see the police ain't gonna help, he ain't gonna do nothing. It's like bring it back to your reality. Like, yeah, I'm on my own up in this joint.
Yeah, yeah. So, seeing stuff like that, it just made me tighten up. You know what I'm saying? It's security first and last in prison. You know what I'm saying? In life, period. But yeah, it just made me be on point. You know what I'm saying? And but it was time at certain periods you got to sleep with your boots on, boy. Sleep with your shoes on. Sleep with the blinker on you, boy. It's just what it is.
You you said dorms. They got mostly dorms out there instead of cells.
Yeah, I mean dorms, like you might have a 96-man dorm. They got cells and there's 2 to a cell, but they had a lot of dorms that's open pods, like the kind of jail. It's just bunk beds, a bunch of bunk beds. You know what I'm saying?
But they got that. It's like that in prison too, with just the bunk beds, like open dorms.
Yeah, they got open dorms in prison. Yeah. And I
Oh
hated
no,
the open door because I like my privacy. Like I like to
I
be able to close my door.
ain't sleeping in nobody open dorm. Nobody open dorm.
Yeah,
I ain't.
I done had to slide and glide through them open doors, but them open door hell.
Yeah, man, I can't. Yeah, I'm too paranoid for that, man. I'm too paranoid. So, you yourself, did you get in any type of physical drama when you was in there, or did you know what I'm saying, or was you dude that knew how to navigate, man, and got along with people, or you know what I'm saying? How did that go for you?
Yeah, I was in several wars, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm affiliated. So
Mm.
uh I was in some wars, you know what I'm saying, coming up in that system, you know what I'm saying? It it's a black cloud over it, you know what I'm saying? Especially the Georgia prison system because all they know is violence. You know what I'm saying? When I first went to prison, if a dude got pulled out, it was a real drastic reason. Now these dudes ain't with these for real no more. They trying to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to shoot it out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I was in several situations, you know what I'm saying, where I had to defend myself, you know what I'm saying? But and I ain't gonna cap. Early in my bid, I was fighting a lot of older dudes. Them dudes were what you call chain gang. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Dude
yeah,
hit me with some shit called the alto shuffle one time, man. I ain't know what that was. That boy put them knees and bows on me, boy. Hey, boy, I got in a couple licks, but boy, that boy
yeah.
he roused a dazzle me, boy. But get what? Me and him ended up getting cool. He went to showing me a few moves, and because I was the type of fighter, if a nigga got off on me, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never get down bad to the point where I'm laid out on the floor, but I done wore a couple ass with me, you feel me? But
you know, that's life.
yeah. So I used to take it like this. Whatever he used, I used to sit back and analyze the fight, and I think about how he got off on me, and I remember it. And the next nigga I get into it with, I'm finna use this same move on him. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Learning process, man. So so by you, when you say you was affiliated, you know, it's neither here nor there what it was, but how was that for you, you know what I'm saying, during your time? Do you think that was beneficial to you, or was it, you know what I'm saying, hurtful to you?
In modern times, it wasn't more beneficial for the simple fact it's got watered down because of exploitation's reasons. You know what I'm saying? The mindsets ain't the same no more. Like, a lot of my situations was with my own kind, you know what I'm saying? For the simple fact, if you was a crumb bum dude with nothing going on, then you really ain't had no issue. But if you was a playmaker like myself, I'm one of the guys, considered one of the elites, because I'm able to get contraband in prison. I'm able to get officers to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So guys like me, it gets political sometimes. So you know, it's a different ball game when you know what I'm saying, you go up the food chain and whatever you're affiliated in, you know what I'm saying? So you got a different kind of hate coming your way, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I ran into some solid guys, because I'm the type of dude, I don't care if you the same thing I am. If I don't see my reflection in you, then I'm not gonna deal with you, you know what I'm saying? Because we're a reflection of each other, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So was the police up there, was they easy to put to work? You know what I'm saying? Was they trying to get that money? Was the females, you know what I'm saying, active? Was they active trying to, you know, do what they do?
Man. Like I told you, that was my lane. That was my MO when I woke up in the morning. I got to talk up on some, baby, because conversation rule the nation, boy. So, you know what I'm saying? You got females in Georgia, you know what I'm saying? You got different levels. You got the females who come in there strictly to oppress because they going through stuff. You got the females who come in there for a relationship. You got the females who come in there to sell some ass. You got some females who come in there that want to get some money. They poor, they on the floor. Hey, I need some help. Throw me a life rafter, but
So that's how the system was up there. So you had them all. That I be telling people that, they be thinking, man, they get you broke it down. That's what it is. You got all them different categories, and you got them like that. You know what I'm saying? And you got them the same way with the dudes. You know, you got them oppressors, the worst ones. They just come in there just to make your life a little bit more miserable than what it is, because 9 times out of 10, their life is already miserable on the outside. You did. So yeah, man. So how long did you stayed on one institution?
Phillips State Prison. I stayed there 5 years.
5 years. Which one did you think out of how many prisons did you go to in your 15 years?
10. I went to 10 prisons.
You went to 10 different joints?
Yeah.
What the and 15 all over Georgia?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So which one did you feel like that you was, because I tell people all the time, you ain't never comfortable in prison, but which one do you feel like you was able to be more in your element at?
At Phillips State Prison, I say Phillips and Altry. Yeah, they were the best too.
Yeah. So did you make any friends in there? Did you feel like, I know you was, you know, like say you was with what you was with, but did you make any brothers in there that you feel like lifelong brothers, man, that you know that you locked in with? Because usually when a dude been locked up over a decade, you know what I'm saying, especially when he go in young, you end up getting closer to certain dudes in there, man, as like family members to you than you do your own family, just because you've been in close proximity with them so long. And a lot of times you've been on the battlefield with them, so you know that they battle tested. So that's what bonds is forged, man. Brotherhoods and stuff. You got brothers that you feel that you connected with like that when you was in there.
Yeah, man. I had a old school partner named Larry Mincy, aka Uncle Do What It Do, man. Like if you look at my prison content, the videos I got on there, I got him in the video. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Unc taught me a lot, man. I really miss him. He really was my mentor for a while. You know what I'm saying? And Unc ended up passing away. He did 40 years in prison. Yeah, so he ended up passing away during surgery. And yeah, man.
Yeah, so you would say that you feel like that was like everybody got like a mentor, OG or something. You feel like that's who it was for you?
Yeah. And I told him because I was the one put him up on game on the technology with the cell phones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, hey, Unc, I want you to be in some of my rap videos. So he was like, yeah, because Unc was funny. He had a sense of humor. Like he was 60 years old, but his soul was 21. Like he was so
Right,
funny.
right.
But I told him, I said, I want you to be in my video, man, because when I get out, you know what I'm saying, I still want to make sure you hit the airwaves with me. And when I found out he passed, that what made me go harder, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I owe that to Unc, because that's where I learned my sauce from, man, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So, yeah, I just still keep his name alive on my platform.
Already, that's what's up. So when you say you had the cell phone for most of your bit, so was you trying to put out content when you was in there? Was you like on social media when you was in there? Because if they coming at y'all and just giving y'all $100 fine and putting you in the bean for a minute, that ain't no real, harsh punishment compared to VA. So
Yeah,
it'd be like more like that's probably why I see a lot of dudes on the internet that's locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't have did that in VA. If you go on the internet, man, somebody see they telling people who they come shut the whole compound there, then everybody mad at you, man. You done blew up the spot because you got dudes shaking out with this, shaking out with that, and then you don't go on the internet, and then you gonna get the people in here, everybody going down. So the way you saying it out there was so different. It seemed like dudes would be on the internet and stuff like that. Shout out to Bill Feezy, because I see Feezy started, his little movement from on the inside with a phone too. And I think he was out there in Georgia somewhere. So
yeah.
so you was on that joint when you was in there?
Yeah. I had them ran up on my Instagram account. I started in 2020. I had them ran up 50,000 followers on there.
Woo wee. From the penitentiary.
Yeah. Like my music, like I had a real deal team. Like I've been on the radio in prison. I've been on podcasts, interviews. Like I was turned. I was turned because I know all they gonna do is somebody really only way you get reported on social media, because I was on social media for over a decade. Only way you gonna get in trouble is somebody report you. See, I wasn't on social media with the blickies out and
Yeah,
torturing
yeah.
nobody, doing that crazy. I'm just on there making videos, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't getting reported. And a couple of times they did run down. This what the unit manager, because I was known for having cell phones. So the unit manager be like, look, Charlie, if you gonna have it out when we come, you'll be straight. You be having it out, bro. Start putting your phone up, bro. So a couple of times they run down on me, they ain't find nothing. Guess what? They leave out. But guess what? I'm right back on the internet soon they leave out the door. Yeah.
So when you were doing these interviews or you be on somebody, did you let them know, look, yeah, I'm in prison,
Yeah. It was funny to me because they were so amazed at the work I was putting in. Like I was putting in more work than artists on the street. Like I was managing artists from prison. I had artists pulling up the shows and limos and all, popping bottles. Yeah, man.
Man, that's crazy.
I had a whole music management company in prison. I got my first LLC in prison.
Oh man, so music was your first passion. That's what you really
Yeah,
wanted to do. So when
yeah.
so when you get out, what was your movement? What was that day like first that you got out, and then what made you decide what path you was gonna go on?
Well, I was, I was locked up with that boy Bill Fees, and when I got out, I hit him up. He was like, "Bro, you want to get you some money, man?" He said, "You gonna have to put a little work in, but it ain't hard." So he was like, "Man, jump on YouTube, bro." He like, "Boy, you stupid, boy. You funny as hell, boy. Hey, boy, jump on YouTube." He say, "Man, I did my little time." He say, "Nigga, you did 15." So I'm like, all right. So I tried it out. I uploaded a couple videos, you know what I'm saying? So Fees hit me again. He was like, make sure you get your video counts up, cause I'm gonna send the subscribers your way. It's gonna be on you to keep them. So I kept making videos. So we did the interview. And that thing, my subscribers just went to jumping. People went to tuning in. So I just kept going. Like I was doing 3, 4, 5 stories a day, going live 3, 4, 5 times a day. And next thing you know, I thought it was gonna take me at least 6 months to get monetized. I got monetized in 90 days. So that what really made me go hard. So
right.
yeah, so YouTube took off first. So instead of having to come out my pocket for my music, YouTube paid for it.
Okay, so you first of all, you was actually in there with Feezy. Y'all was on the same camp before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Okay, I ain't know that part. And
Yeah.
so what made so is you still pushing your music? You still making content?
Yeah. Like if you check out my channel at Charlie Globe on YouTube, you'll see if you look at my short videos, and then I got a single out now on all streaming platform called Pop Out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm still releasing music, you know what I'm saying, shoot video, you know what I'm saying? I got some dates coming up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm still pushing it with the music.
That's what's up, man. I seen some popped up on my timeline yesterday with a video of you with the two heads was together and your head was
Yeah.
spitting over. I said, okay, Charlie. Okay, Charlie. Yeah, I seen that joint yesterday. It popped up on me, but that's what's up though, man. So it's a good thing, man, that you taking your negative and turning it into a positive, man. I'm assuming, just from talking to you and everything, man, you know what I'm saying, you got the message, man, and you already know prison, that ain't where it's at, man. That's just a wasted life right there. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud all dudes, man, to come out and be if it's YouTube, be it it's music, being if it's just getting a 9 to 5, man, just trying to lock in and keep this freedom, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing, man, because we set up in that joint, man, we just wasting life, dog. You know what I'm saying? You still in your 30s, man. Life is great. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can do what you want, man. You say you 37,
36.
36. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You was 3 years old when I went to prison. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
3. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it be, man. When I went to prison, man, I did 33 years. So you 36. You know what I'm saying? So now we talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that type of stuff right there amazed me and let you know that life can go in all these different directions depending upon what you do and how you do it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you just got to keep on your grind and keep on, hit these other platforms and keep on posting your content, stay consistent, let the people hear your music, man, because that's a whole nother avenue for you, man. Because if you feel like you believe in yourself, man, it's up to you now to make everybody else to believe in what you already know, you
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. So where where you see this going? How far you want to go with it? How dedicated you is to it? Either or, the YouTube or the music, or how you feel about both?
I'm fully locked in. Like I being that this is my full-time job now, I just schedule it like a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it to the point where, you know what I'm saying, I'm financially free. You feel me? I don't have no issue, no worry, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. I can create, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna push it to the max, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like one hustle generates another hustle, because once you flip the first hustle, you take the flip and start another one. So you
Right.
know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what it is, man. I definitely appreciate you tapping in, man. Like I say, we don't stay locked in, champ. I respect what you're doing, man. Keep on doing what you're doing. I hope y'all go out there and check out my man, Charlie Glow. One more more thing. Let me see, where you get the name from? What made you come up with Charlie Global?
Well, at first I didn't like my first name, which is Charles. I didn't like it when I was young. I'm like, man, Mom, dude, done gave nigga that old man name. So I went by my middle name in school. So as I got older though, I growed into it. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I got to start the YouTube thing. I'm like, what I'm gonna call the channel? I was like, man, I'm trying to go worldwide. So Charlie Global.
Charlie Global. So when you was rapping from the beginning, when you was in prison and you rapping, what was you calling yourself then?
Boss Charlie.
Boss Charlie. Okay, okay. Then you graduated coming out of prison now. It's Charlie Global.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it is, champ, man. Hey, listen, man. TBP Nation, man. Y'all go check out my man, Charlie Global, man. Check out his music. Check out his platform, man. I do think, man, you got big personality, Joe. You know what I'm saying? You one of them dudes. I know your type. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ain't nobody never gonna be bored around you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know. You trust me. I know. I've been around jokers all my life. I read your energy. I already know a joke ain't gonna never be bored around you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, man. So all you gotta do, you know what I'm saying, in my humble opinion, man, just let the people see who you are, man. They gonna love you, man, because like I said, you one of them type of dudes. I already know. You know, I hit it on the head. Like dudes ain't gonna be bored around you. Cause you gonna be the dude, if everybody's sitting around, you gonna make something funny, something happen, something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know what it is. So man, y'all go check my man out, man, Charlie Global down there in Georgia. Don't let the accent fool you. He in Georgia, you dig? And that's how you do it. Man, I don't know how to. I don't know. It's a mix between like Cajun, Louisiana, or something. You know what I'm saying? I can't put my finger on it, right? but it's you though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's you. You know, but y'all go check him out, man. Go follow him. Hit him up, man. Put them gloves up in the chest so he'll know TBP Nation representing, man. I appreciate you, young king. Keep doing what you're doing, man. We locked in. You never ever need me, man, for any type of advice, any help, man. You know my number. Just hit me up, man. I got you.
I bet. That love. Thanks for having me, Unc.
Already, man. Tell the people where to find you at, man.
Okay, then. You can find me at Charlie Global on YouTube, King Charlie KMF on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And Charlie Boss on Facebook. Charlie BOSS on Facebook.
That's what it is, y'all. And if you go to Georgia, you can find them in Georgia, man. You dig?
Already.
Charlie Global, man. Salute, King. Appreciate
you. Salute, already.
We out here, y'all. TBP Nation, y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And bam, duck them hooks. You don't never know when they come. But they out there, baby. Salute. We gone.
All right.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.